So this lesson's about solving systems of equations using a calculator. We're going to take a look at that through this word problem here. On Monday, Joe bought 10 cups of coffee and 5 donuts for his office at a cost of $16.50. It turns out that the donuts were more popular than the coffee. On Tuesday, he bought 5 cups of coffee and 10 donuts for a total cost of $14.25. How much was each cup of coffee? So we want to know how much was each cup of coffee. And we have the amounts of each item bought and the total cost. So the equations are going to be the total cost. The unknowns are the price. The unknowns are the price of the coffee and the price of the donut. So I'm going to let X be the price of the coffee and Y be the cost of the donut. So 10 cups times the price of each cup of coffee plus 5 donuts times the price of each donut equals $16.50. That's the first equation. So for Tuesday, it was 5 cups of coffee, so 5x, plus 10y, 10 donuts, equals 14.25. So what we're going to do is graph both of these and then solve. So these need to be put in a graphing form. First equation, I'm going to subtract 10x from both sides because I'm trying to make it y equals. So that's going to leave 5y equals negative 10x plus 1650. Divide both sides by 5. And I can just leave it like this if I want to. Y equals negative 10x plus 1650 all divided by 5. That's totally fine. Or I can simplify it as well. I'm just going to leave it like this. Let's look at the second equation. Subtract 5x from both sides. Leaves 10y equals negative 5x plus 1425. Divide both sides by 10. So y equals negative 5x plus 1425 all divided by 10. Now I could simplify this out, but I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, now let's go to the calculator. So I'm going to go to y equals, and then enter the first equation. Negative 10x plus 1650, and it's supposed to be all divided by 5, so really I should be using parentheses around this whole thing. Let me go insert those. So second insert, and then open parentheses, and then right arrow to get to the other side. Close parentheses, divided by 5. I should mention here, if you don't have a calculator, you can use Desmos or some other online calculator. That's totally fine. Open parentheses, negative 5x plus 14.25 all divided by 10. Let's take a look at the graph. Okay, now I'm looking for the intersection between these two equations. Looks like the window's a little off here. I'm going to choose zoom and then 6 and see if that gives me a better view. That's the standard view. And there's an intersection right here. So I'm going to calculate it using the calculator. Second, and then calc, intersect, which is option 5. It chose the first line, so enter. Second line, it chose that automatically, enter. And then guess, enter one more time. X equals 1.25, Y equals 0.80, or just 0.8. Okay, so our solutions are X equals 1.25, Y equals 0.8. So which of these is the coffee price? X is the price of coffee. So X is 1.25, so I can say the answer to the question for the price of coffee is $1.25. So that's how to write equations from a word problem and how to use a calculator to solve the system. That's the big picture.